W's and L's, the weekly recap show. We give a dub to the things that we like and an L to the things that we don't. I think I have a light list.
Not surprised you Chip trying to make me go first.
Yeah, but you have not been on the show.
Not surprised I haven't been on the show.
You weren't on the show 2 weeks ago? Or was that 3 weeks ago?
When was I out of town? In Houston? That was in May, fam. We're about to be in July.
No.
That was in May.
The balance has been askew ever since then. That's the point. Because Johnny went first, not
my
you.
boy reaching. That boy reaching.
I don't think so. All right, anyways. On to my dubs. I'm going to give a dub to Lupe Fiasco, who just dropped an album by the title of Samurai. Crazy thing about this album, the context, like the general theme of the album.
Of battling?
If Amy Winehouse was a battle rapper.
If Amy Winehouse was a battle rapper. I don't know if I want that.
The album is really good.
Is it?
It's only 8 songs, easy to get through, 31 minutes. Nothing but boom bap, bars.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Pretty easy to get through.
We'll see.
But the theme, and I didn't think about it until like I was already done with the album twice. That's a crazy thing. But if you get a chance, go ahead and listen to Lupe's new album. I think Roddy Ricch came out with a single too that kind of had the same beat as the motto. Everybody's talking about that. I think that's really about it. I mean, I know Drake dropped 2 singles that nobody cares about.
I heard the one with Camila Cabello.
He has 2 songs on her album.
Okay. That's interesting.
Drake fans are out there trying to run the numbers up for it.
Fam, that ain't gonna work.
You
need a new route.
You absolutely need
a new route. That ain't gonna work.
Especially when you're out here.
That ain't gonna get it.
Especially when you're out here complaining about Kendrick bots. What is this?
Which was never.
You're inflating streams. You don't even care about the song. You just. That's bullshit.
I'm gonna put on my Joe Budden cap and be like, man, that shit was awesome. That shit was great. That's the shit we've been waiting on. That shit's about to tear up the summer.
No.
Right along with Wagwan Delilah.
Gross.
That's gonna play back to back. Camila Cabello followed by Wagwan Delilah. We running this shit up.
Warriors are waiving Chris Paul.
They waived him?
$30 million guarantee day today.
Damn.
According to Woj, so I'll wait to see what Sham says.
That's not a thing.
All right. Second and I think last dub goes to Akron, the University of Akron. So I'm going to be honest with you. I've seen a long list of names in the NBA draft that I just did not know. But I've seen a college that I knew. Enrique Freeman got drafted to the Pacers from the University of Akron. Enrique Freeman. And then also, apparently a lot of Zips are making U.S. Olympic trials and Bahamas Olympic trials as well. For basketball and I'm assuming track. So, Akron doing big things out here.
Who the hell was playing in that random-ass football game versus Japan?
It was a random football game in Japan?
There was like, no. There was a football game, like U.S. versus Japan. It couldn't have been like Olympic trials because I'm thinking that would either had to have been college or professional players.
Yeah.
So who the hell was playing in that game? Because apparently they got blown out like 40 to 20.
Wait. Who got blown out?
The U.S.
By Japan?
Yes. At any level, that's disrespect. I just feel like
extremely disrespectful.
Even at Pee Wee. But again, yeah, they got trounced.
It started here, and I can't imagine Japan has been playing that long.
Dog, I don't know what level they were playing on, but it was a U.S. team and a Japanese team, and a Japanese team had 41, and the U.S. team had 20.
Yikes!
It was getting handled.
Also, yikes! Chillmonger said Amy Winehouse would run the King of the Dot. That's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah,
I didn't know she had bars like that.
No one did.
Johnny said they should have never signed Chris Paul, which is true because they're going to sign Paul George.
Ew.
They're going to take him from the Lakers.
I don't know the Lakers.
Yeah, because the Lakers want him
over here.
The Lakers want him.
First of all, why are you talking to me when you talking about the Lakers?
Because that's your team, bro.
No, only talk to me when you talking about Kobe Bryant. If you got something to say, I am going to be the same way LeBron fans have been for the last 20 years. I'm going to follow a player. If my player is retired, rest his soul. So I don't have a team right now.
Yikes.
Don't have a team.
All right, on to my L's. I'm giving an L to Canada. Sorry, Chillmonger.
Ooh, Canada.
Sorry, Chillmonger. Because it would seem that Canada wants to engage in yet another beef.
With who?
Apparently, Party Next Door wants to beef with not just one singer.
Party in the party.
But multiple singers. Chris Brown, Bryson Tiller, and Jeremiah. Because apparently they have a song. They did a video with Party Next Door's ex or baby mom. And so he started tweeting and deleting. Talking about, I'm about to make these niggas cry.
My boy about to use his coke strength to go fight them all.
Apparently. I'm going to make these niggas cry. Bryson, Chris, and Jeremiah. Enjoy the nights of your life. And then he said, doing videos at 34, that bitch broke. Talking about his ex-girlfriend. Yikes.
Don't talk about Mel like that.
He wants beef.
You didn't even hear what I said.
Yeah, you said Mel. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yikes.
Woo! Yeah, no, I don't know where that beef is going to go. Probably nowhere.
Well,
nowhere. Now that the OVO security service has been shut down.
The reason I'm giving him an L is because I think Chris Brown has pretty much proven that you do not want to beef with Chris Brown.
Yeah, please don't. That's probably why it got deleted. There's
two people that I don't want to beef with, and that's Kendrick Lamar and Chris Brown.
Like, what Party, if he say something about you, what you going to say? How are you even going to respond? In an auto-tuned diss track?
Yeah.
Fuck Chris Brown. And
fuck Chris Brown.
I don't like Chris Breezy. That's going to be the diss, right?
All I can see. He ain't gonna rap at him.
Cause I'm Party Next Door. Cause
I'm Party Next Door. Saying your name in this track is insane. Chillmonger said, Lakers are good. Didn't you see them recast LeBron?
Please stop. Please stop.
Perp said Canada dry.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, if they're willing to take another L in a beef, by all means.
I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nigga make Puck turn in his grave.
Facts. All right, we've been kind of hinting at it already, but I'm giving an L to Oregon recruiting. And
an L? Yo, what is this nonsense? They've been on fire.
This is me hating. This is absolutely
big
me
hate.
hating.
Let me tell you, he the biggest hater.
I hate the way that Dan Lanning walks, the way that he talks, the way that he dresses. Absolutely.
Oh,
I'm going to go up to Eugene, and he's going to have to run my fade.
For what?
Because he's recruiting too well.
Oh, my God.
Way too well. Run my fade.
Jesus Christ.
Why
are your panties in a bunch about some 2025 recruits?
Well, here's the thing. This isn't the first two recruits. There have been multiple transfer portal and recruits.
Yeah, no, they've been heating up.
I know. And I'm hating.
Guy, okay.
I am hating.
The same way I told you to calm down when you were proclaiming that Michigan had the worst offseason of any national championship team because they dare not have a top flight recruiting class at the moment. I'm going to tell you to relax about Oregon and Dan Lanning. Number one, Pac-12 team, right? Trenches deficient. And you don't fix that in one portal class and one 2025 class of undeveloped high school players.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so let's take some of the stank off of there. Plus, number two, Dan Lanning coaches football like he's playing chicken. So you're always going to have an opportunity to beat Dan Lanning, regardless of what team he's fielding, because he don't follow the principles of the game.
Well, no, you bring up a very solid point is that it's not just recruiting, it's also coaching.
It's also coaching. There's a whole other factor to fielding these athletes, and that's what they look like when they're in your system. But now Dan Lanning is a talent hoarder for sure, and he probably learned that from his time in Georgia, in Athens.
Sure.
But that doesn't mean the man can coach a football game. I watched him lose twice to Washington, a team who Michigan trounced last year. He lost to that same team 2 times and got dominated on the offensive side of the ball. Couldn't do anything. Couldn't move.
With teams that weren't his.
What do you mean with teams that weren't his?
He didn't recruit those players.
Man, stop it. Dan Lanning won, 10 games last year? We won 9, 10 games? Okay, so he's good enough to win 10 games. He should be good enough to beat Washington once. Don't tell me, he can't win because those aren't his players. He won 10 games.
No. What I'm saying is I want to see what Dan Lanning looks like when he has his guys in there.
First of all, okay, this is Dan Lanning's first coaching stop. You say shit like that to guys like Urban Meyer or Les Miles or Jim Harbaugh. You don't say that shit about a guy who's getting his first crack. What does it mean? Has Dan Lanning ever won a national championship? Has Dan Lanning won a big game?
This is his first.
So what is this? We have to wait till he gets his players nonsense. What is it? How would we know it's going to look any different under the players that he recruited besides what's going on now?
It might look different. My point is I want to see whether or not he's going to continue to fumble in big games or if he's going to
go for it on 4th down when he doesn't need to. Decide not to play field position.
But when he has the talent that he wants, do those things look different?
Give teams an opportunity to make its way back. Oregon, in the 20 years that I've been watching college football, has never been talent deficient. Never, ever been talent deficient. It is not an idea of, I have to play a certain way because we suck. They're not Colorado.
Sure.
They're not Colorado.
Sure.
And honestly, I don't think you're going to have to wait very long for Dan Lanning to show you how he's going to coach a game. I think it'll be very evident very early.
Could be. I don't know. Or he could win one game between, the big games that he has this year.
Perp. Tony Robinson, what's up, fellas?
But yeah, no, he's going to have to run my fade. I'm driving to Eugene. I'm starting tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I guess my last L is going to the debate. Just as a whole, but one specific thing that kind of stuck out to me.
We got Look, we finally defeated Medicare.
The only signs of vitality I saw in Joe Biden is when they talked about golf. And when he mentioned the suckers and losers.
When his wife was yelling at the rally afterwards.
Yikes.
You got it, Joe. You answered every question. That means it. He's so surprised that she said that. He's oh, really? I did? I don't remember. I don't recall.
And then the faces he was making all over that stage. It was a really bad
gaping
look.
mouth wide open.
And then on the other side, Trump is lying and avoiding every single question.
We can't parse through that, and we're not even going to waste the time talking about that. Because number one, we knew he was going to do that in the first place. Number two, most of the attention was paid towards the sitting president's mouth being open half the time.
No, for sure.
And him drifting off into space.
No, but I only have one thing that I'm really worried about, and that was the whole reaction, I should say, to the black jobs thing.
Yeah, let me enlighten you. A black job is any job that you hold with your black ass.
It just seemed like everybody was just kind of making fun of that, and it was like...
Oh, the black job jokes was going crazy.
It was
insane.
We probably should take that a little more serious.
Yep. Black job is any job that your black ass got.
So, Trump is in office. You can forget about black jobs or jobs as a whole. For some of you, at least. So I wouldn't be laughing at that. Just throwing that out there.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where I decided to give the L to. But other than that, yeah, the debate proved that we're all fucked. Between both candidates. We're fucked. Either way. Oh, well.
Hey, well, let's hope that Cornel West is on your ballot somewhere around you.
I don't know.
Probably won't be, but
we're fucked with him.
We'll see.
Fucked up voice RFK.
Israel, self-defense.
We're fucked with. I like Gavin Newsom, but I feel like he's just too California.
If they replace Biden, it'll be Gavin Newsom. They not fucking with.
I literally got a text from Gavin Newsom
talking about
after the debate. Like,
it's cool. It's cool, guys. We got this.
Okay.
Let's come together.
All right. 10-time All-Star James Harden is planning to return to Clippers on 2-year, $70 million deal. $70 million deal.
Have fun.
All these signings are just popping up on ESPN today. Marcus, please do not start singing career. That's hilarious.
Who hating on me?
Perp.
Damn, I was trying to be Party Next Door in auto-tune, but that's cool, Perp. Don't worry about it. I see the hate.
Big yikes. Shout out.
And let me see you, the biggest hater.
Gross.
All right, let's start off with the dubs, I guess. So the first dub I got is going out to Lakers legend James Worthy.
Okay.
James Worthy got caught on a hot mic.
Uh-oh.
Talking about some of the recent moves that were made by the Lakers, including hiring J.J. Redick and drafting Bronny James. I think he added some expert insight into what's going on here, and I think we should all listen to his thoughts. Let me pull him up here.
Then they got the right coaches in there.
Yep.
And so they did it right. They took their time.
Yep.
They waited. While we were trading Ingram, Randall,
totally
trading everything. Pope gone.
Firing everybody.
Pope does look pretty good in Denver.
Sacramento, Malik.
Yep.
Malik Beasley looks great in Sacramento. We definitely didn't need him, though. We didn't need him. Ron didn't like him anymore.
Gone.
Everybody.
So that the ink will.
Luke gone. Frank gone.
There were a couple coaches, but they all suck.
Yeah, bro.
Even Darvin. Yeah, they all suck.
To the problem, which is in that
It's kind of crazy when you think about it.
Yeah, I got you.
3rd and 5 years. If you want to go before that, you could go 4 and 8.
3rd and 5 years, and if we go further than that, there's been 4 coaches in 8 years.
When Phil came here.
The other voice y'all hear is Michael Bresnahan. He's the Spectrum Sports
do the math.
Announcer guy.
3rd coaching hire show in 5 years.
What's up, B? How you doing?
And then 4 and 8 if you count Luke.
Good to be
Because that was
back,
3 years
man.
before.
All week. Well,
16 was Luke.
and Thursday. Back to back.
That's enough of that. Yeah, just full of confidence over there in Lakerland. Everybody's feeling great about what's going on. Coach J.J. Redick, man, what an all-star fucking hire there.
Yeah.
What a great hire.
He has an amazing basketball IQ, just like LeBron, and things are
gonna
work out well.
Man, it just feels so great to see that team do stuff. What a great time for you Laker fans, whoever you are out there.
Lakers now have 3 legendary Jameses.
That's no James Worthy.
James Worthy, LeBron James, and Bronny James.
Is he a legendary James with the Lakers?
Yeah, bro.
No.
They now have 3 legendary Jameses.
No.
That was the joke Chillmonger was trying to make.
He's a legendary player for sure.
Bronny?
His legacy, I'm talking about LeBron James Jr.
Oh, okay.
His legacy as a Laker, it remains to be seen. But, I mean, I think the writing's on the wall at this point. Shout out to James Worthy for telling the truth.
So now can we get brownies up and running? Because I came up with that, and I think that's a good idea.
The next dub I got is going out to Tatiana Maslany. Yes, that is She-Hulk.
Yep.
Yes, she is getting a dub from me.
Okay.
Even though she probably won't be working at Disney much longer. She found a way to a microphone and said something about Palestine and the genocide that's going on there. So
I'm assuming what she said was pro-Palestine.
Yes.
And Disney don't fuck with that shit.
No, they do not. She's going to get a whooping like Mark Ruffalo, and she'll be lucky to keep her job.
A whooping is crazy.
I mean, that's what they did to him.
That is what they did to him.
He got his whooping, and he came out and apologized.
Yep. And then
What? Palestine? No, I didn't mean any of that. You misunderstood me. What I meant was Israel has free reign to occupy any place they want to. Chosen people. Duh.
Yikes.
Yeah, shout out to Tatiana Maslany for speaking truth. I want to kind of mesh in another political take on that as well. There were some anti-government protests going on in Kenya last week where the 44th president of the United States, Barack Obama's sister and niece, were tear gassed.
Oh, shit. Okay.
While being interviewed by CNN.
Mid-interview,
getting tear gassed while they're talking to CNN.
Well, that would make sense as to why they're protesting.
Now, is there a day on Earth ever where, well, they probably wouldn't be at a protest anyways, but even if they were, that one of the Bush kids would get tear gassed?
No.
And can you imagine the backlash if one of the Bush family members
absolutely
were to get tear gassed while doing an interview live on CNN?
Yeah, the backlash would be swift and insane.
Good God. Oh my goodness. Pain.
Backlash.
Oh, I got a good one. Not Like Us is getting a dub for me as well.
As it should.
Not Like Us is getting a dub for me because just like Kendrick says, the rabbit hole goes deep and it can go further, I promise. So somebody has broken down. Let me see if I can get her watermark. Let me get her watermark first before you start giving all the info.
All right.
So I can shout her out. Hold on.
Oh, her out. Okay.
Yeah, it was her.
Two different things then.
What is her name? I can't read this. Oh, because it's down here. The Culture Sours, right? Did it break down? You know, at the very end of the song, where he goes, hey, 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 run for your life. Mm-hmm. Hey, 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 run for your life. You know anybody else that used to run around saying, hey, hey, hey?
Fat
hey, hey, hey. Ooh, Fat Albert. Who created Fat Albert?
Bill Cosby.
Ooh. Hey, 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 run for your life.
Bill Cosby got a weird case. Why is he around?
You know what I'm saying? And then also the, what was the other one? Oh, now step this way. Step this way. Now step. Rabbit hole goes deep. It can go further, I promise.
I heard that one. If you haven't, I would highly suggest to everybody to watch the 616 in LA breakdown from
That's another one as well. Apparently, that was supposed to be all from Drake's perspective.
The first verse.
So before he gets to the, did you ever think the OVO was working for me?
Yeah, so like once he gets up to God, that's all his perspective. But then everything before that, so the Off-White Sunseeker in the Marina, from all that's all Drake. And he's rapping like he's Drake.
Hey, I felt that. I just never wanted to say it. I felt like that was one of them 5 a.m. in Toronto, 6 a.m. in Detroit.
That's what he alleged.
That was the whole point, right?
Yep.
He stole obviously 616 in LA, stole the whole moniker thing.
And then it goes deeper than that.
Two-tone steaks back in the arena.
It goes further than that because I guess Drake's been throwing yacht parties and Ibiza, basically, and there's young girls all over these places. Madison Beer, who was like 17 when she met Drake on a yacht party.
Yeah, that was in the list of girls.
Yeah.
That was in the list of girls we was talking about. Yeah.
And then there was another girl who said she just got back from Ibiza, which was coincidentally right around the time that Drake threw some yacht party. And apparently Drake loves wine coolers. That's his to-go drink. That's his go-to drink.
Oh.
I'm like, wine coolers?
He's a spritzer man, huh?
Wine coolers is something that a little white girl would drink.
So to explain for Keke Palmer, who couldn't understand why being a 69 god was a bad thing, this is why, Keke. Now go on back and mind your business and call Darius.
You know he's on Instagram going bowling and using 69 God as his name.
No. Oh, he's doing more than that, and we'll get to that once we get to the L's. Once we get to the L's. Yeah, for sure. All right. First L I got today is going out to Tyla. Now, I don't even know how I found it in the amount of hours I have in a day to talk on this mess. Because the whole situation where I feel like it's pretty annoying. The whole, like, is she black? Is she colored thing? I don't want anybody who doesn't think they're black to be black. I'm also not about to fight to make her say that she's black either. Like, let her not be black. If she's not black, she ain't black.
Sure.
Right? Not that I even understood the whole context around being colored but not black in Africa anyways. South Africa, to be specific.
Yeah. But,
anyways, so let that alone. But do you know that this girl in her songs talking about reparations got reparation bars in her songs?
Wait, her song mentions reparations?
A South African girl who can't even muster herself to call herself black is spitting about reparations and not needing them in her songs.
Not that it matters. What is the context of that?
I'm gonna just play it so you can hear it.
Jesus Christ. That's the first line of the song?
I don't think that's the first line.
Oh.
It's the first line of a verse, though.
That's insane.
Hold on, let's listen again. I don't need reparations, boy. Bye. Counting blessings by the dozen, boy. I'm shy. Okay, so like, you so blessed. You don't need the wealth that was historically stolen from your people for. No, not your people. Sorry, you not black. You're not even from the United States. But I don't even understand I don't get the connection. Why that even need to be in there? Why that need to be in there?
I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I saved the confusion for Tyla. I'm gonna stick with Jhené Aiko. It's the same thing. Jhené Aiko is much deeper with her lyrics, I feel like. And she's a small petite girl who can sing.
I would say Jhené is a little bit more authentic than whatever we're getting out of old girl.
But I was thinking she's just deeper too.
I would politely suggest to Miss Tyla that if she doesn't want to have to keep explaining her race, her ethnicity, what she considers herself to be, what she identifies in, maybe, just maybe, stop. Don't find a way not to antagonize the most educated, the wealthiest, whatever, however else you want to delineate it, group of black people on the planet for no other reason than a quippy line.
Does reparations mean something in South Africa?
I don't think so. No, but I guess there would be reparations for the native Africans. Yeah. There, if they ever paid it. I don't know if that was ever a thing or not.
That could be a thing. The Dutch
for apartheid,
reparations for taking over
for apartheid in South Africa.
I guess.
I mean, but think about the level of. So even if you ain't talking about black Americans, so then you talking about your South. But are you? Is it your South African people? Because again, she doesn't identify herself as black. See, now this shit's getting so it's getting so convoluted. Why are you even talking about this? You won't go in the Breakfast Club and tell them whether or not you black or colored or whatever the hell you talking about or explain it. But you on your tracks talking about reparations. There's a lot of confusion.
Yeah, all this confusion. I can just not deal with that and listen to Jhené Aiko.
All right, next L I got is going out to Rich Paul.
The next L you have is going to Rich Paul. Oh yeah.
Was it not? Sure. I feel like it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago I gave that man a dub for saying the quiet part out loud. Mm-hmm. How dare you talk about LeBron James and his son and nepotism when this entire league is built on it? Hey, look, more power on you. More power on you. Tell the truth. Stand in front of that shit. Say it proudly. Because for some reason, they even got Bronny's head wrapped up into this like he got into the league legitimately. Mm-hmm. I don't think this is serious business. And nobody would draft me just because of my dad's name. Boy, you stupid as hell. Boy, you dumb as hell. The sixth man coming off of your bench at USC averaged 17 points a game and went undrafted. You're dumb if you actually believe that you in the league off of your own merit. You a fool. Or you bleeding into this Draymond Green now. Yeah, I think he's gonna be great. He's gonna be a generational talent. He got LeBron's DNA. I'm sorry, nigga. What are you talking?
Not how it works. This is Jordan's sons.
I hate him. I hate Stephen A. Smith. I hate Jay Williams. Jay Williams is of all people who had his dream snatched from him through injury is watching a kid get into the NBA for no other reason than his dad is a hooper. And you down with that, Jay Williams? You of all people. Going through what you went through. Yeah. You're down with that?
Jay Williams would have been a star.
And the absolute worst rationalization of all of this that I've gotten is, well, white people have been doing this in politics and higher education and corporate America for generations. It's finally time for us to get some. Shouldn't we have more black nepotism? So you're telling me for the hundreds of years of nepotism that's kept black people out of any number of industries and groups and what have you, right? Our payment for that is LeBron James getting to play with his son, so we even. I know that nepotism probably kept me out of Ivy League school. I know that nepotism probably kept me from getting a job at a Fortune 500 company. I know that nepotism probably kept me from getting promoted at the job that I currently have. But since LeBron James is playing with his son in LA, we even, baby.
No.
We moving on up to the east side with them deluxe apartments in the sky high. Yeah, we moving on up.
You know what? Maybe because of representation.
No, shut up. Shut up.
Representation.
Rich black people doing nepotistic shit doesn't help you in the least bit at all. It's the most idiotic shit I've ever heard of in my life. It's fucking pathetic. Jay Williams, you should be embarrassed. You should be absolutely embarrassed. Hope I didn't hurt your ears too much, Perp.
Yikes. Let's see. Chill said Michael had the double nickel. LeBron had his son drafted 55. And then William Moloch said, Mama, we made it.
Man.
Nigga, we made it.
Like Zaire Wade, Sharif O'Neal. Like, they can wait. Oh, that's not LeBron's kid. So,
Well,
that makes sense, right? Everybody else can go to the G League except for Bronny James.
well, you know who's not going to the G League? Kion Anthony.
Because he's better than LeBron James.
Oh, much better than LeBron James.
Hell,
Bronny James,
they got Imani Bates playing in the G League right now.
which is crazy.
Bronny James and Imani Bates are not even on the same. They shouldn't be on the court together. They should not be able to play basketball together. That is the degree of separation between a guy like Imani Bates, who tried to give his career away, right, but found it into the league. Now he's playing in the G League. And a guy like Bronny, who is literally only there because his last name is James. Not even comparable. But Bronny, I bet you he gets the 15th roster spot. Why Imani Bates is going to start in the G League this season. Mm-hmm. Now make that make sense. We know for a fact that Imani Bates is the better player than LeBron James. We know for a fact that there were multiple guards, not just the starting guard, not just the lead guard. There were multiple guards. If there was a third string in basketball, Bronny James would have been there.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, well, Marcus, he almost lost his life. He had a cardiac arrest. He had a cardiac arrest last year. All the more reason he shouldn't be playing with grown-ass men. So he played 25 out of his 30 games in college, averaged 4 points a game. How the fuck do y'all think it's going to happen in the NBA? How y'all think that's going to go?
82 games. It's going to be a lot of load management going on there.
And I know it sounds all nice and, oh, my God, it's like King Griffey Sr. and King Griffey Jr. playing together. It all sounds fucking great, right? Until you same people that's saying it's great hop on his ass when he sucks. He's basically NBA Caitlin Clark. And y'all not going to let it go. Every time the man step on the court, you want to expect him to do something spectacular just like his father.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
And when he doesn't do it, guess whose ass is going to get ran out the league faster than he got put in it? It's not going to be LeBron Sr.
No.
And he's not going to step in front of it either. If it's blatantly obvious that his son can't play, he's not going to step in front of it.
No, not at the expense of his career.
This man is offering up his son prematurely for his reasons, for his reasonings. This doesn't have anything to do with Bronny. If he was doing what was best for Bronny, we would be back at USC or at Ohio State or at Kentucky or somewhere where they can develop him. And maybe he can break into an NBA draft as a lottery pick as opposed to, hey, your last chance for getting into the league guaranteed is right here at 55. And, oh, I guess it's just a coinky-dink that your daddy is on the team.
Yikes.
I don't know who this is good for. It ain't good for Bronny. It ain't good for LeBron because now you're responsible for two. You're responsible for yourself at age 39 and your son.
Soon to be 40.
I don't even know why you would want this. Other than it's going to look nice in my memoir. It's going to look nice on my life story.
My son
that
can
type
be
of
on
shit.
my team for my farewell tour next year.
For my farewell tour or whatever. He'll be there. It'll come off as a passing of the torch even though he can't crack the lineup.
Oof. Big yikes. William Moloch said this Bronny discussion is going to be bigger than Caitlin Clark.
You think?
For the simple fact that there's way more eyes on it.
Like y'all thought the vitriol around Caitlin Clark was bad. Wait till he gets out there and goes over 8. Ugh. Wait till he goes out there and gets 3 or 4 turnovers and we lose a game. Because we ain't going to be no better. Oh, let me put a nice little tiny bow up on it. So after we got J.J. Redick, another nepotistic hire because he has absolutely no coaching experience whatsoever, and then cusses out a reporter when she asked him about it on his introductory press conference. Says, I don't give a fuck. Oh, we know you don't give a fuck. That is the one thing that is clear about this situation. Not only did we do that, not only did we draft Bronny, but at the end of it, none of that guarantees that LeBron's going to sign with us. He's only going to sign with us if we get another player. Another fucking player. Another one.
Trae Young.
There has never been an elite player with a weaker mindset than LeBron James. Hear what I'm saying? I'm conceding he's elite. He's top 3. Most of y'all think he's the greatest of all time. There has never been an elite player with a weaker mindset than LeBron James.
We're saying elite player.
Yeah, he's an elite player.
There's definitely been weaker mindsets.
I don't consider Paul George to be an elite player, but if he was, he's pretty close. No, he's not. He's not.
Well, you said elite player.
Nowhere near. Yeah, nowhere near elite.
I was like, oh, okay.
He has the weakest mentality, the weakest constitution of any superstar I have ever laid my eyes on. And the shit sickens me. I need another player, and another player, and another player. I think you should ask for more players, and more players, and more players.
Meet the bronze.
Okay. Have you heard anything about Kyle Flipowski?
Kyle Flipowski.
He is the newest basketball player for the Utah Jazz.
Okay.
So Kyle got drafted to the Utah Jazz last week. Mm-hmm. Kyle has a wife.
Okay.
Kyle met his wife some years ago.
Okay.
Kyle's only 23.
Kyle's 23. Got it.
Kyle met his wife when he was 14, 15 years old, 13, 14, somewhere in there.
He was 13, 14.
She was his babysitter.
Oh.
Kyle ended up dating his babysitter, his former babysitter, when he was 18 years old, and is now married to her.
Oh, he started dating her when he was 18 years old.
When he was 18, even though he met her 4 or 5 years prior as a child, because that's his babysitter.
I don't like where this is going.
Kyle married this woman and no longer speaks to his family.
Oh. Okay. Because he married this woman specifically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, she's I think she's a Mormon.
Oh, so getting drafted to Utah is...
You know who really loves Mormon? You know what states love Mormons and maybe would overlook the whole grooming aspect of this relationship?
Oh, yeah, the grooming part too. Good old Utah.
Good old Utah. You know who's perfectly set up as a franchise to handle a grooming piece of shit? The Utah Jazz. Everything about this situation is too perfect.
Okay, so how old is the babysitter?
I don't know exactly, but the fact that she was his babysitter
it's sick.
lets you know that like there was. Oh, wait! I do know. So she went to his high school prom when she was 24. She was 24,
she went to his
going
high school
to an 18-year-old high school prom.
Roughly
6 years older than him.
Gross.
So she was already like 19, 20 years old when she met him.
Gross.
As a child.
Gross.
Then starts dating him when he's 18. Goes to his high school prom as a 24-year-old. Now he's in his 20s. She's damn near 30.
Gross.
And they're married. They're Mormon. And he's not allowed to speak to his family anymore.
His family knows that she's been a gold-digging grooming.
Oh, they absolutely do. So his mom and his brother have both now sent tweets underneath sent comments underneath some Instagram posts of his talking about how the NBA has ignored it and they're not touching the story. It's been going on for at least 3 years.
The NBA ignored it.
His mom flat out said that she's been grooming him since he was a child. Like she's had this plan in place for years.
That's insane.
So yeah,
watch who you have babysitting your kids.
Ugh, Mr. Flipowski. Shame on you, sir.
Gross.
All right. I'm giving the L to Drake because I feel like we should be a little bit more focused on the music than the trolls at this point.
Yeah.
Especially when you are voting in polls, Twitter polls, about whether or not you lost the beef.
Yeah.
Or which one was the best song. Was it? Hold on. Let me see. What was it?
It was like, yeah, it was. Which song was the best song? Was it only Kendrick songs?
Man, Kendrick never fails to deliver. Crazy because he had no backing track. I don't know what that means. No backing track. Whole set list. Oh, for when he was performing. Here you go. Whole set list of guests were perfect. He really him. I need to see him live ASAP. What did you think of the performances? What was the best moment? So they said Euphoria, Family Matters, Not Like Us, Meet the Grams. Do you know this motherfucker voted in the poll?
Trash.
Fam, that's not a troll. That just shows me you're bothered.
Extremely.
That's not a troll. You took your time to vote on what the best part of Kendrick Lamar's performance was, even if you feel like you're doing it on purpose. That's not a troll.
No,
it's not a troll.
It's not.
You were one of the 8,000 people that clicked on this damn photo.
Goofy as hell.
Just and then I guess he took a second trip back to New Ho King.
Yep.
Fam, you already went there.
Ordered the Kendrick special.
Good
Goofy
for
nigga.
You.
Goofy ass nigga.
Like you in your city and they're naming food after Kendrick and you're eating it
At the place that
you got him.
The place that you got robbed at.
You got robbed at 15 years ago. You got him.
So let me get this straight. You went to the place that you got robbed at to order
the Kendrick Lamar,
the fucking special that was named after the nigga you lost a rap beef to.
Mm-hmm.
That's
because when you can't rap anymore, you just lean into whatever it is that they were saying about you. Oh, I go to Turks. I bet I go to Turks next week, nigga. I bet I go to Turks next week. Oh, I be with Sexy Red. I bet these two bad bitches be in a video next week, nigga.
They say I'm too pop. I bet I do two pop songs.
I bet I do two pop songs. They say I'm a culture vulture. I'm a match folk music and Jamaican accents and make Wagwan Delilah.
And then he did the pop songs with the girl who called Normani the N-word.
A nigga, yeah.
What are you doing? What is this? Jesus Christ.
He's a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted.
King Drake was just showing he doesn't use bots.
Who the hell said King Drake?
Chillmonger.
I'm about to block. We about to.
He also said, "Relax, Bronny will get minutes and play at All-Star Weekend." Bronny James slam dunk contest?
No.
And in the 3-point contest?
Nope.
And in the skills challenge?
All right. So that's Drake. Oh, Gen Z is getting my next L.
Oh, yeah, they deserve it. Just for being Gen Z.
Gen Z is fucking up, y'all. So this is according to Business Insider.
Okay.
Did you know, and this is a very competitive time for getting jobs right now out here in the job market. Mm-hmm. Did you know that currently Gen Z, 26% of the applicants are bringing their parents to their interviews?
I'm sorry, what?
26% of Gen Zers are bringing their parents to the and I don't mean like, okay, mom, drop me off, stay in the parking lot for emotional support when I get back.
Sure.
No. They're going in to interview.
Okay, hold on. I need to see what the age range we're talking about is.
Fam.
It really doesn't matter.
Pull up the Business Insider
article.
article.
A job, it's still insane.
There's more.
11 to 26. Yeah, no, that's... Some of y'all are grown.
26%. So 1 in 4 of y'all are taking your parents to the interview? I have never.
Never even
I just
thought
don't
about
understand. What in the holy fuck are y'all doing?
I don't know what to do. Mommy, hold my hand. That's all you can get from that.
Like, bruh, first of all, I don't even think I would conduct the interview at that point. I wouldn't even conduct the interview. Dog, 7% of them allowed their parents to answer questions.
What would you say is your biggest weakness?
Well, my Stevie is very good at paying attention. Isn't that right, Stevie?
If you say so, Mom.
Oh my God. Aubrey is very good at creating things. He's an artist. He's a very good actor too.
If you say so, mommy.
You should see him out there jamming around looking like one of those hip-hop boys. He really does it well.
Rick Ross was racist to me, mommy.
Fam, bringing your parents to a job interview is absolutely, like, mental. I can't come up with another word.
Oh, Polo boy.
What up, Polo?
Bro, stop lying on my generation.
No.
Stop the cap.
1 in 4 of y'all are taking y'all parents. You know at least one person who's taking their parents to a job interview. You know at least one, bruh. According to Business Insider. That is funny as hell.
On a related note, if you put pronouns in your resume, employers will likely reject you.
I believe that. Even some of the left-leaning ones, because I feel like they don't want to have to deal with the potential meshing of other people that already work there. You know what I mean?
Ooh, yeah. It seems like somebody who could be easily offended. And
yeah, like if we're going to be taking time out of our day to be going back and forth about what to call you for any reason, whether it's your fault or the people that's in here already, I just feel like maybe that's something that we shouldn't be having out at work.
That is interesting. Polo boy said, bro, I go to Morehouse. We don't do that BS. Shout out to Morehouse, though.
Shout out to Morehouse. Oh, man. All right. So I got 2 more takes left. One is a toss-up, really just some condolences to Roy Jones Jr. On the loss of his son.
Yeah.
Just couldn't imagine. It's terrible. Kind of shades of Regina King a couple years ago with her son as well.
Absolutely.
Pray for him and his family. That's my favorite boxer of all time. Definitely feel for him in his time of need.
Yeah.
I got one last L. Johnny will like it. It's for EJ Holland of On 3, Michigan Insider. Or no, that's 24/7. The Wolverine, I think it is On 3.
What's up, William Moloch?
I am giving him an L. I don't know if anybody remember the first L I gave him. This was several months ago. We were arguing about Mike Hart and his recruiting prowess when he was, meat riding Tony Alford.
Yep.
Man, he's got all these top 100 recruits. He's got 3 top 100 recruit visits scheduled. Mike Hart didn't have any of those in his 3 years. Well, Mike Hart landed a top 100 recruit in Jordan Marshall. Mike Hart also, or let's leave Mike Hart alone because Mike Hart is no longer on the staff. Let's talk about Tony Alford. Tony Alford, those 3 visits that he had: Marquise Davis, Bo Jackson, and Jordan Davison. Marquise Davis went to Kentucky. Jordan Davison went to Oregon. Bo Jackson went to Ohio State. And all of that happened before the barbecue at the Big House this month in July. Do you think EJ Holland's going to come back out and tell you that maybe he was a little bit overzealous in his praise of Tony Alford? No, of course not. Now, I personally love the backs that Tony Alford recruited. I think Johnson is going to have a chip on his shoulder. I think a lot of people have counted him out after an early ACL injury in his sophomore season of football. But so goes the recruiting industry, right? I think Jasper Parker is going to be a good offset guy. Guy can catch the ball out of the backfield. Bigger guy, tall guy. Kind of give you a change up from what you'd be getting from Johnson. I love those guys. I love those recruitments. But that is not what we were sold, right? Mm-hmm. We were sold Tony Alford's better than Mike Hart. We were sold that Mike Hart was doing half his job because he didn't have these top 100 recruits. Mm-hmm. So what percentage, EJ, is Tony Alford doing his job? Is it 25%? Because he got him there to visit, right?
And fumbled.
So it's 25. We obviously can't count on development yet because we haven't seen anything during the season.
Sure.
So it's not development. Sure isn't closing on the recruits. So if Mike was only doing half by being a quote-unquote lazy recruiter and still pulling in higher rated guys than his not his predecessor, what is it? His successor, right? Still has guys on the roster that are rated higher than the guys that we got in this class. And again, I love them both. But the guys that Mike Hart recruited that are currently on the roster are ranked higher than Jasper Parker and Johnson. What the fuck's going on? EJ Holland told me we were getting a much better recruiter. EJ Holland told me Mike Hart was doing half his job. E.J. Holland told me that Tony Alford had done more for Michigan recruiting in the few weeks that he had been here before he put his meat in his mouth than Mike Hart had did the entire time. It's almost as if somebody's a hack and had a personal beef with Mike Hart. And so now we gotta beef up Tony Alford in the onset because Mike Hart's no longer here and I can take as many shots as I want.
Big yikes.
That's it for Dubs and L's.
I know one thing, though. E.J. Holland will probably praise me as the elite recruiter once we get to college football.
He sure will. He sure will. Just show him the amount of 5-stars you got on college football 25. He'll love it.
I will.
He'll love it.
A lot of 5 stars and 4 stars over this way. You feel me? You gonna do outro?
That's Dubs and L's. Give us your thoughts on our Dubs and L's in the comment prompt below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Come back next week, next Wednesday, for another round.
Absolutely. Make sure you check out our W's and L's playlist full of recaps from previous weeks. See what we talked about there. And then obviously make sure that you go ahead and subscribe. Like he said, we like to do this every Wednesday at 10 o'clock.